This is DC Danton Crow Crusader. This is the Sunday evening feeding. By the way, the Mercedes that I think it was 2 or 3 videos ago tried to run over the birds. He stopped there in the street, he revved his engine, and then he tried to run over the birds. He just now tonight tried to run over me. I went out in the street, and if I hadn't jumped backward, he would have hit me. So I'll have to check which video that was. And get that license plate. And then when I go to the police to file the criminal charges against the janitor's husband, then I'm also going to file criminal charges against this car, okay, who tried to hit me on the road. All right. Now, I hope I have that video. I should have turned this on and had this, because that would have, you know, that would have proved something. But I don't know if that person's visiting someone or they live down there. But either way, this is the second encounter with that car on a Sunday. So we'll put this down because our little Seymour is getting very, very nervous. He wants his food. Put this down here. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so happy. I think that's also a sound of happiness as well. Put this here. The little nuts here. I guess there must be leftover grain there. Look at that. It's a little bit of leftover. I think I put that there this morning. I think so, yes. And we must have found some of it. This is from this morning. And put our rest of our walnuts here. Unfortunately, someone parked there where we like to park, but I've been running into this problem here on Sunday evenings. There seems to be a lot going on here on Sunday. So we'll put this out here for Seymour. I almost said Charlie. There we go. Of course, these people walking here, their kids go to school and they're anti-birds. So we know that already. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 5 silver gulls. And there's our Seymour. There's chicken in there as well. Anyway, the gulls are a little pensive. I don't know why. Probably because those people are coming. We don't want them in our video. So, the hunt for Charlie, I should say the search for Charlie. I don't like to use the word hunting in any way, shape, or form. I wanted to say, I really evaluated all that area and the trees, and there were some old nests, and you could tell they're old, but that was a newer nest. And if you look at that tree, where it's located, it is to the right of the tower, and that's why Charlie flew that way. And that's exactly where he had his nest, I believe. I believe he had his nest there. I don't know what else more to say. I found some feathers. See, there's the tree. I don't know if you can see that in the background. There's the tower. There's the tower, and there's the tall tree to the right. I'm sorry, to the left of the clock tower. And that's where Charlie went. And that is his tree right there. The very one on the last end of that group of fir trees. And that is the direction that he flew. And I believe that's where he had his nest. And if that's where he had his nest, I am 100% sure that Meister took him out. Mr. Meister, okay, the husband of the janitor. The janitor in this case happens to be a woman, okay, Irina. I believe his name is Thomas, but I'll have to check that. And that's where Charlie flew. And we always thought he was going beyond the church tower, but he didn't. He's going in that direction to the left, but not beyond it. And that would then coincide with what was going on at the church. Here comes Hawk. Here comes Jeremy. I think the gulls are waiting for Jeremy. They're very, very quiet. Of course, they got the eggs. Pulled out probably some of the chicken there. I have chicken nuggets in there. Here's our crows, not so many. If I add them all up, there's still about 40, 45 crows here. And I heard the hawk, I heard Jeremy. Yeah, and I think that's what happened. That's right. Now that I see that, of course he threw to the left. He flew to the left and his nest was in the top of that tree. So that's the very end tree. And I searched thoroughly around that area, couldn't find any dead birds, but we have to realize it's going on almost 6 weeks. What remains of any dead bird might be decomposed. Maybe a fox got it. Fox would get poisoned though. That's exactly what happens. The fox gets poisoned, the hawk gets poisoned. There's no life near the nest, no one guarding the nest. When Charlie was murdered, I would say his little chicks were probably, let's see, he disappeared in end of March, beginning April. Then the eggs came. I would say they were no more than a month old, which means they weren't even fledglings yet. They really weren't fledglings yet, which means they couldn't leave the nest. So they either starved to death, or Charlie and his mate delivered poison. It's Charlie's job as the male to feed his mate and also to feed the babies as well. So he would have delivered poison to all of them, obviously not knowingly, and to himself. So there's another idiot. I heard there's a group of Serbians that live down there, and I've heard nothing but very bad things about the group of people that live down there. I don't know if it's true. I know that they deal with drugs. I've seen that over and over again. And I'm just saying, I was told they were Serbian. I don't know that. But I know that they deal with drugs. And I know they live together in a compound. I believe there's 4 houses there. They're all alike, and the people are all related. So it's like an extended family. But they're really not good. I have no doubt they would poison the birds, and they do other things here against the birds. So, yeah. I think that car that tried to run me over and the birds, the black Mercedes, is obviously a drug dealer. I've seen that car involved in drugs, doing pickups, delivering drugs in the nighttime here for several years. And so, yeah, they're very, very bad dudes. Very bad. So, I don't know what to say. I'm not sure that car lives there, but could be. We don't know. but he's visiting or dropping off drugs, one of the two. So this is DC Danton Crow Crusader. Yeah, Sunday nights are kind of bad here, the people. Too much action going on, hard for the birds, but they seem to be doing all right here. Of course, Jeremy's here. It's funny, none of the hawks are coming down. But like I say, there are a lot of people here, and yeah, I don't know what to say. With Charlie, it's a question of Charlie unfortunately built his nest in the wrong place. We thought he went beyond the church, so we weren't so worried, but he didn't. He didn't go beyond the church, and that was the problem, because most of the people who attend that church hate the birds. That's just fact, okay? They're no better than the Meisters or the people here in the LDS church who hate the birds. If anyone likes the birds, it's 1 or 2 or 3 people in the entire congregation there that like the birds. But basically they want to annihilate. They don't like sparrows, they don't like magpies, they don't like crows, they don't like any birds. And by the way, there used to be blackbirds here. And by putting poison down and killing the crows, they have also